All right, YouTube fam, let's get right into it. It's been a while since I've done a vlog or any kind of video like that, but today it's not gonna be a vlog. It's gonna be a day of eating because a lot of people have been asking me, hey man, how do I eat to get lean? What do I eat to get lean? And a lot of people can't get to that, that 10% body fat mark, or, they can't get leaner because they're not really tracking what they say they track. Like a lot of people tell me, hey man, I eat salads. Hey man, I eat this. Hey man, I eat that. And I'm like, bro, stop the cap, bro.
Stop the cap.
Because in reality, like, if you're eating what you're supposed to eat, if you're tracking everything, you are going to be losing weight very, very easily. Are you going to be losing weight and fat very fast? All right. The reason most people aren't losing weight and they're not losing fat is because they're saying they're eating one thing, but they're not really doing that. Now, I'm going to show you every single thing that I consume on a daily basis, right? Supplements, and then, foods, all that stuff. But I'm going to show you how detailed you have to, well, I don't think it's that extreme, but I'll show you how detailed you have to be. Now we're gonna be aiming for about 10, about 1750 to 1800 calories. That's what we're gonna be doing. It's not even that aggressive, it's pretty easy. It's gonna be a decent amount of food, right? This is how you get lean, all right? So let's get right into it. All right, YouTube fam, like I said, we have a day of eating, so I'm gonna show you guys everything. Let's start off with the supplements, very simple stuff. I don't take that many supplements. We got some protein powder. This is gonna be IsoPure. It's very, very simple, easily digestible. Tastes like ass, but it is easily digestible. Right, and that's pretty much the most important thing. And it has 25 grams of protein, so I'll put this in my oatmeal or my yogurt sometimes, or just take a scoop. Then you got some fish oil right here, right? Then you got some ashwagandha, very, very simple stuff. Then have some magnesium malate. So for this one, it has 100 milligrams of elemental magnesium, which is the most important part of magnesium, obviously. But I'll take one right now with everything else, and then I'll take one before bed because I don't have glycinate, so I've just been sticking with the malate twice a day. And then of course we got some pre-workout. So apparently I'm sponsored by Bucked Up, by the way, and you can get 20% off if you use LV20. I didn't even know that. But anyways, I use non-stim raw because this is probably the best for bloating out there. So if you want to get a good pump, you don't want to get bloating from all these other, chemicals and ingredients, this is by far my favorite right here. So this is pretty good for pump, and it's pretty smooth on the digestive, like I said. And then we got some Legion Pulse. All right, very, very simple stuff. They actually sponsored me one time, and then I was like, this shit tastes like ass. But now I spun the block. It does not taste that good, but I only take like half a scoop of this, and it has 20 servings for 2 scoops. So this is gonna last me like 2 months because I only take half a scoop because it's caffeinated. Now, for other caffeine sources, I will take, sometimes I'll do some ginger tea, but you'll see my first meal of the day is gonna be some coffee. So let's get right into that. All right, so one of the most underrated parts about getting lean and getting in shape, but here's one thing you're gonna actually have to do. You're going to have to weigh your foods, guys. All right, so you need to use a scale. All right, you need to use a scale. If you have a scale and it's not dirty, that means you're not using that shit, all right? Obviously, you clean it after you eat cheese, though. But anyways, we're gonna take this. This is a cold brew coffee, easier on the digestive. Notice how I said everything's easier on the digestive. It's gonna make the cut easier, all right? It's gonna make it easier because you won't feel miserable all the time. And some reduced fat milk, nothing crazy. So let's get right into it. So take my cup, put on the scale, turn on the scale, very simple shit, right? Then I'm gonna pour in 4 ounces of this, which is like 1/3 of a serving. So I'm gonna pour 4 ounces of the cold brew coffee. Very, very simple shit. And then right after that, all right, YouTube fam, we just got back from the gym, so I'm gonna show you my next meal. It's gonna be, I missed a snack, so this is gonna be 2 snacks combined. If you guys miss a meal, all you gotta do is combine 2 snacks. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, I missed a meal, is it over? Do I skip it? Wait till tomorrow? Bro, just combine the meals. It's all about calories in, calories out. So I got 150 grams of Greek yogurt, plain. All right, get the plain shit, all right? Don't get the stuff with the extra calories and extra bullshit. 150 grams of raspberries. I'm gonna show you guys how I weigh that out. Then I got Bear Bell protein bar. I got some raisins because I'm gonna put raspberries and raisins in the yogurt, and then simple protein shake, nothing crazy, right? It's just all my snacks combined. My lunch and dinner are usually the meals that I cook. So let me show you how I weigh out the raspberries. It's very All right, so here we go. I put this on the scale, then I turn on the scale so I make sure it's zeroed out. Then I get the raspberries, very simple shit. And I put 100, I think I said 100 grams. I put 100 grams in there, nothing crazy. Let's see, 33, 58. And then I wash the raspberries afterwards because I got to get the right amount of grams first. So it's pretty simple shit, guys. But you got to weigh them out. You got to do this if you're serious about being in a deficit. A lot of you guys just kind of eyeball stuff, and that's why you're fat as shit. So, all right. So yeah, so now that we're done with that, one more thing I wanted to talk about is what you guys keep in your pantry, all right? Because what you keep in your pantry is going to be extremely important because, listen, you're not going to be lean if your pantry is cooked, all right? So let me show you guys my pantry and the fridge and all that other stuff, all right? So let's start with the fridge, all right? We got some non-goofy shit. Got some egg whites. You guys see all that egg whites and all that other stuff. I might have to, hold on, let me turn this. All right, now you guys can see. So we got bacon, you know, we got peppers, eggs, peppers, some ground beef, some more yogurt, some more raspberries, and some blackberries in the back, and then some yogurt. Same thing with the freezer, just a bunch of broccoli, to be honest. Hella broccoli, some raspberries, you know, simple shit, then a protein shake, and then, yeah, bacon. It's literally that simple. All right, next for the pantry, I'm gonna try to hold it like this so I can see what I'm seeing here. But yeah, the pantry, you got RX bars, simple, some almonds, simple, some pre-workout cereal if I want to eat pre-workout Rice Krispies, it tastes like Alice. Got some raisins, high fiber wraps, some more almonds, literally, and then pre-workout I showed you guys earlier, some backup pre-workout. Then what else? We got some avocados back here. All right, avocados. All right, now let's go down to the next level. Simple shit, but this is very important, guys. This is like what you guys need to be focused on. Now, this is where the good stuff is. All right, we got the, if you guys could even see, we got Quest chips, Core Power, got some oatmeal, simple, plain flavored. We got some Atkins bars, backup protein bars. Then we got a bunch of Quest. It's like literally hella Quest chips in here. And we got some more raisins. Then at the very bottom, we got, I don't know if you guys can see, we got the, let's see, these chocolate bars, and we got some ketchup. Simple shit. Now, I say that and I show you that to say this. A lot of you guys have these crazy expectations of, you know, getting lean when your environment isn't lean. So it's like, how can you eat lean if you don't buy lean? You got to buy lean shit to eat lean. Last thing I forgot, I got my bread. Anyways, if you don't buy lean, you can't eat lean. Anyways, I'm hungry as shit. I'm gonna eat my yogurt, protein bar, protein shake, and then I'll be there at the next meal. See you guys. All right, fellas, we got our first meal that I'm actually gonna cook. I'll show you guys a little bit of the cooking. I don't want to make this video too long, but we are gonna have 1 pound of 93.7. I'm gonna save the other half for tomorrow, obviously. So we're gonna have 8 ounces of 93.7. Gonna cook it with some peppers, right? Because you have to make your ground beef taste good. You shouldn't be just fucking eating raw ground beef from some shit, right? Put some teriyaki sauce in it too. I'll show you guys all of that, but the first thing we gotta do is cut up the vegetables. So let's get right into it. Cut up the vegetables, get everything started. All right, so unfortunately the sound got cut off in this video. But anyways, I'm cutting up vegetables, very simple shit. I use red peppers, orange peppers, onions, and then garlic powder, Creole seasoning, black pepper, as you can see, salt, all of that stuff. That's what I use in the ground beef. Very, very important to make it taste good. All right, so I'm cutting those up. Simple shit. Cut them into small pieces, of course. I personally don't count these calories. Personally, and I use Spam spray. So I use Spam spray, of course. Then I put it in there. And then this part right here is what I really wanted to explain. So once the beef is like 90% cooked, then I put in the peppers and everything. And then I add in some teriyaki sauce. And then I mix it around, right? Here I am adding the teriyaki sauce, mix it around, mix it around, mix it around. And then I put it on high to really get it crispy on the outside. and then put a little bit more teriyaki sauce and you're good to go. It's gonna taste amazing. All right, fellas, so while I eat my ground beef, I like to watch some Alex Eubank, you know, some 2021, 2022 vintage prime Alex Eubank. But anyways, when it comes to this, I got a burrito wrap, as you can see, simple, right? And then I got some beef, ground beef, 8 ounces, right? So 8 ounces between this and what's in there. Now, I know I weighed out the excess that came out of it. It was like 1.6 ounces. I've seen a TikTok video that said something about, oh, you know, if you end up getting less, if you end up getting 85-15 and you drain out the sauces, it'll be 93.7 or something like that. But me, I like to be conservative, so I still count it as 8 ounces of ground beef. The reason you want to be conservative in a cut is because a lot of times people are steady trying to fit shit into their macros, right? They're like, oh, I could have half a zebra cake because I have, you know, 30 calories left or 50 calories left. And they eat the zebra cake, that spikes their insulin, right? Their cravings go up, and then it's unsustainable for them. You want to be as conservative as possible, because what people don't realize is that companies can underreport calories. They can underestimate calories for a lot of the stuff that you eat. For example, I think it's like up to 20%. So if something's, you know, really 200 calories, they could say it's 160.
Calories, all that stuff. So like this gentleman stated, you are legally allowed to be above a calorie limit by 20%, but you are not allowed to be below even 1% of the calorie limit. So if a food is labeled 300 calories, it can legally be 360, but it cannot legally be 299. Now, to me, this seems extremely backwards.
So that's why it's important to be consistent, eating the same things every day, right? And keeping everything as simple as possible, because you want to be conservative with this cutting shit. You don't want to be like, well, I know it's 9 p.m., but I think I could fit this into my diet. Like, you're going to be on a cut forever. That's why a lot of people cut for 10 years. Well, that's why a lot of people say some stupid fucking goofy shit. Like, hey, I'm eating 1,800 calories and not losing fat. It's a fucking lie. It's a lie. It's literally a lie. All right, because realistically, they're probably tracking 1,800 calories, but they're adding in, you know, another 300, 400, 500, you know, through snacks that they're not counting, or condiments. I don't even have any salsa or anything on this. I might put some hot sauce on it because hot sauce is 0 calories, but you have to be very careful with those extra sauces and stuff like that, because people tend to overdo it. And they're like, oh, that's only 1 tablespoon. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's a cup. You know what I mean? So stay locked in, fellas. All right, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. This is my last meal of the day. We got some bacon, some eggs, some 2 slices of 45 calorie Sara Lee bread. It's that simple. I'll put the macros on the screen here. And right after I put those macros, I will put the final macros for the day. So there you have it, guys. If you really want to get shredded, you really want to get lean, link is in the description. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And remember, if you are not losing fat, not losing weight, you're not in a calorie deficit. All right, that fucking simple.
Why so serious? Damn, come at, see what I'm saying?